Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing a game called Vicarwissen. Vicarwissen. I have had this game on my computer for so long, and OBS has not been able to capture it. But I'm going to see if it can do that now that I'm using display capture for basically everything. So let's start. Okay, we're off to a good start. Oh, and this game is basically about these two paranormal explorers, and they have a TV show, and then they find something real. Yeah, happy Friday, lovely people. She's Maggie. I have no clue which one's which anymore. Yeah, and she's Stella. Okay, so this is Maggie and that's Stella. Yeah. And we're the legend hunters. We investigate so you don't have to. Well, guys, it's that time of year again. The air is chilled, the pumpkin is spiced. Yes, that I actually did plan on playing this probably back in October, I think. And we're getting up for our evening abroad. For those of you who are new to our channel, we spend most of our time in the New England area. Oh, they're YouTubers, I think. The evening abroad is something we do once a year around Halloween. It's basically just what it sounds like. Maggie and I spent the night at some notoriously paranormally spot outside the US. Last year we had an absolute blast looking for Nessie in the Scottish Highlands. Check that out in the links below. This year we figured we'd make things a little more interesting and ask you guys to send some suggestions as to where we ought to go. Back in June we picked one. But we kept it a secret. But since you're the best friends ever, you contributed to our Kickstarter anyway. So now it's time for the big reveal. Get excited. We're looking for a creature so terrifyingly spooky that no other paranormal investigators have ever dared challenge it. I mean, it's more because nobody else has ever heard of it, but sure. It's just keeping it real. Yeah, it's just like, you have to kill the damn vibe while we're filming. Damn. It's, yeah, okay, maybe, but it's still awesome. Observe. This right here is the Vicarwissen. He comes from the little country of Slovenia, and he's basically their take on the werewolf. The story is that once upon a time there was a banquet for all the Earth's animals. One time a human snuck in wearing a cloak made out of bones and furs and stuff. When the host noticed, she stuck it to him. Literally. He was cursed to grow a new skin every night and live as a monster until it falls off in the morning. Tough break. Then it gets really good. He's kind of a Swiss Army beastie. Everything he eats becomes a part of him. So he might have bear teeth and rabbit feet and broccoli hands. Please, Maggie. Please don't be that one. Do you guys see what I have to deal with? So you love me. Yeah. But no, from what I can tell, it's just meat. And get this. Those furs that he's shedding every morning are alive. They seem normal during the day, but when the sun sets, they turn into the Vicarwissen zombie minions. What y'all doing over there in Slovenia? What? Which brings us to the destination. Like Stella said, the Vicarwissen comes from Slovenia. We're heading to the town of Brunwald to visit the Lundgren Mansion Museum. The original owner, Evelina Lundgren, used to be a really famous hunter back in the day. Sometime after she died, in a hunting accident, because that's not suspicious, a whole bunch of freaky hybrid pelts were discovered on her property. You can probably guess where this is going. According to local legend, Lundgren didn't die at all. She was bitten by the Vicarwissen. I'm probably fucking that name up. I'm sorry, anyone who actually knows how to pronounce that. Okay, well, she was bitten by the Vicarwissen on a hunting trip, and when she started to change, her wife locked her in the attic. She spent the rest of her life trying to cure her, but when she died, Evelina got loose. Some say she's still roaming the property today. But is she? What the fuck would you want to find out? This is why I couldn't. I actually had a thought, like, it crossed my mind because I watched, like, there's a bunch of videos coming up in my recommendation. I was just like, oh, maybe I wonder what it'd be like to go on, like, one of those paranormal things. But, like, look at this. When you hear a story like this, don't you also hear stay away? Why would you? Like I said in my librarian video, this is why I can't truly connect with horror characters, because I can't see myself in this situation. I can't see myself not seeing the red flags and going, nah, you can have that all to yourself. I can't see myself doing anything else. Okay, we're gonna find out. Remember that animal banquet I told you about? Well, it's a holiday in Slovenia. It said, and I quote, that a terrible fate will befall anyone who wanders into the den of the Vicarwissen on banquet night. Challenge accepted. In this case, the den is probably the mansion. We're gonna buy some tickets, check out the pelts, and sleep over in the attic. God damn. Which is super not allowed, but we have our ways. Thank God nobody in Brunwald uses the internet. So there, we'll give you more updates once we finish packing. We should really get on that. Yeah. See you guys soon. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay. Welcome to Brunwald. Population, really not a lot. You should have seen us on the trip. Maggie was praying up a storm. Tiny planes make me religious. I get that. In about an hour, we're going to meet with our contact. She's asked us not to reveal her name, but we can tell you a little bit about her. For one, she works at the Lundgren Mansion Museum. She's the one that's going to get us into the attic on banquet night. She's also the one that messaged us about the Vicarwissen back in June. So basically, if you don't like this year's evening abroad, blame her. She's setting y'all up. We're kidding, obviously. She's great. And so is Slovenia. Everybody's been really accommodating. What they said about the sacrifice. That said, there's been some fishy stuff too. Oh, definitely. You'll notice we haven't included any pre-investigation interviews. Usually we try to, but the people here do not want to talk about Lundgren. Well, they do, but they don't want to talk about the myth, just the lady. Now, we've been doing this a long time. We're used to people thinking we're nuts. When you show them Point Pleasant asking about the Mothman, people roll their eyes, but they'll talk to you. This feels different. We can't tell if they're offended or superstitious or what. They just clam up. As weird as that is, it could actually end up being really good for us. It's clear that the people of Brunwald at least know what we're talking about. They just haven't had a whole lot of tourists coming around here asking these questions before. Probably because they kill all the tourists. Their reactions make me think that there might be some truth to the rumors that we've heard. If so, then we stand a very good chance of actually seeing the Vicarwissen on Thursday. I feel like now's a good time to remind everybody how important it is to approach this kind of thing skeptically. The second you start expecting that you're going to end up face to face with Bigfoot, you lose your credibility. We're debunkers first. Yeah, but you also can't be so skeptical that you're not going to have any fun. Basically, you want to be open-minded but grounded. Nothing sucks more than thinking that you stumbled onto something really cool and finding out later that you overreacted. You know what? I'm gonna keep that comment to myself. But you know, hey man, if you watch any ghost hunting shows. So anyway, we'd better get going. Can't keep our contact waiting. There's almost no outlets or Wi-Fi or anything here. So this is probably going to be the last time we check in before the big night. Sit tight, guys. We'll see you at the banquet. This is not going to end well. Okay, so we have some good news and some bad news. Earlier today, we took a tour of the museum, and it was awesome. But afterwards, we tried some traditional Slovenian mushroom soup, and Maggie has food poisoning. But it's okay. We're going to stay over. We're just not going to do it tonight. It's a bummer because we really wanted to make the banquet, but stuff happens. We'll be in touch sometime later this week with the new date. In the meantime, I've got to go help Maggie out. Thanks for being with us. You really are the best fans ever. What's that sound? Didn't tell you who it is. Stella, you gonna get that? Stella? Wait, that's my ringtone. Up. Stella got. I told you. Crap. The world's spinning again as I get out of bed. But it's not as bad as it was before. That nap must have helped. It's kind of late now, though. Stella says she was going to bed early, but she's not here. Her number pops up when I turn my phone over. I guess I'm about to find out why. Don't be mad. She fucked up. Okay. What? Where are you? I'm at the museum. You went without her, seriously? You went without me? I'm so sorry, hon. I wanted to tell you, but you were asleep. And Lona just showed up. She trying to get y'all one by one. How do they not see the setup coming? How are you so oblivious? Where are your self-preservation skills? She was really mad that we canceled. Said this was all a waste if we didn't go on banquet night. I figured I could just go get some pictures and be back before you even woke up. But what? Are you okay? I lost her. She got spooked by something and started babbling. Nothing she was saying made any sense. She handed me this big frickin' dagger and then she just ran off. A dagger? Why would she? I don't know. I thought she might have gone up to the attic, so I ran up there too. But before I could find her, I heard something like growling, I guess, like a dog. It freaked me out. I bolted. I didn't know what to do. Or just not there, but whatever. Okay, first off, calm down. Where are you now? Hard to say. Somewhere below the attic. It's a really big room. There's stuff everywhere. I'm locked in. And how did you manage that? I told you I freaked. I should have gone back the way I came, but I didn't, and I'm not going back up there. Finally, someone has got some common sense. It's kicking in. Didn't you bring the pry bar? The pry bar? What? Yeah, but these doors are super old, and the locks aren't. It's not doing anything. Will you come get me? Yeah, alright. Give me a sec. You're the best, Mags. I know. How am I supposed to get you out? Lona said something about a master key. It's in her desk. Okay, in what room? She didn't say. Awesome. Just hurry, please. Be careful. I can still remember the first time this happened. We were just kids messing around in Roanoke, and she wandered off. It scared the life out of me. Stella's always been really incredible at getting herself into trouble. Leave her alone for 5 minutes and she'll find an Indian burial ground. It's pretty cool, though. I do a lot of belly aching, but at the end of the day, seeing her get all excited about stuff is why I keep doing this. Contrary to popular belief, I'm really not that superstitious. Even though I might get caught up in the moment sometimes, I don't actually believe in this stuff. Sometimes I wish I did, but then there wouldn't be anybody left over to puzzle things out when we get into trouble. I probably should have a look around before I go. There might be something useful in here. Can we actually interact with? Good luck charm, legend hunter's pin. Look. Oh wait, I've been saying Lona, but is that Iona? Museum. This is cool. Is that a save? Is that a menu? What? Okay, seller picked this up in town. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but the local said it's good luck. Well, put it in your bag. we sent these out to our followers back in January. It's hard to believe we've been doing this for 5 whole years. I guess time to read this flyer when you're having fun. Okay, I'm assuming this is the only name. Dear Legend Hunters, during your last live streaming event, you requested suggestions as to the location of your Halloween sleepover. This is the first letter we got from I don't know how to say that, because that looks like an L, but now I just realized the capital L has the little dad. Is Iona? Ona? I don't know. Okay, her handwriting is amazing. Who even writes letters anymore? Because she used that. I bet you she is the woman. She's either the woman or the guy bit, or she's like her wife or something. I bet. Okay, but you said that you were gonna grab something. What did? You're not gonna put any of this in your pocket? Just okay. Oh, better get moving. The museum is even creepier at night. I guess that's not surprising, given that we're here. But even Roanoke didn't get me this bad. Monster or no monster, I don't want us to stay a second longer than we have to. Stella said that she and Iona, whatever, left the door open. Here goes nothing. I'm here now. Stay calm, okay? It was probably like a mouse or something. Mice don't growl. Okay, there's being a skeptic and there's just being ridiculous. What mouse have you ever been around that growled? It wasn't a mouse, Maggie. Right. It wasn't a mouse in Cornwall either. So that's not fair. So I'm just messing with you. Hey, what's going on? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I think I'd better text you. Huh? Why? It's moving. I think he can hear me. Like, you know where the front door is. Go. Just like beat feet towards the door. I'll meet you here. The car's already, the engine, I'll be in the car, the engine is going. We're out of here. Oh, Jesus, you can't just, whatever, I'll just call her back. As I'm dialing, I glance at the time. How is it midnight already? I don't like this stuff. Did it just get kind of cold in here? I don't know, but something's changed. This is all happening pretty quick. I guess I wasn't paying that much attention when I first walked in, but now that I'm looking around, I can see something on the front desk. There's scratches. Long, thin ones. They look pretty fresh. A lot of times your stomach knows you're in trouble way before your brain does. You get that dread, like a second heartbeat, that makes every hair on the back of your neck stand up. I'm trying really hard not to notice it now, because I need to focus, but I'm not gonna lie. This is scary. Suddenly my phone screen lights up. What was that? I don't know. Are you sure you're okay? Just for safety's sake, I turned around and checked the front door. I just used it, so it should be open, but of course it isn't. For some reason, there are two sets of locks. One on the outside and one on the inside. I guess it could be on some kind of timer. But why would it kick in at midnight? There's a couple minutes of, at least, of eerie silence. And then my phone lights up again. Mags, it's the banquet. It's starting. Right, the banquet. I almost forgot about that. I mean, I didn't really expect it to be anything big. These kinds of things almost never are. But there's a real chance that there's some truth to the stories we've heard. Maybe there's something in the water that's making me see things. Or maybe I'm just sicker than I thought. But honestly, it's probably just Ona. Stella said she was acting weird. This certainly wouldn't be the first time that somebody tried to scare us for some publicity. If that's the case, then she better hope that I don't find her before I find Stella. Skepticism first, remember. Suddenly a photo pops up in the chat. Is it actually glowing like that? Because skepticism is out the door. That face. Oh shit. Whoa. It is glowing. That's... The longer I stare at it, the weirder it gets. I have no idea what it means, but it probably isn't good. Don't touch it. But one thing's for sure, I have to find that master key, and fast. It'd sure help if I at least knew where I was going. At least she wouldn't tell you, if she don't want you to get out. We took a tour before, but this place is like a maze. There has to be a visitor's guide or something. Okay, these are really deep. They look sort of like a cat made, but it would have had to have been a really big cat. This is the guest book. Stella and I both wrote our names in the first time we visited. They're still right there at the top of the page. Why she said that as if like they've been there before. It's weird. She always draws a little kangaroo next to hers. At least that's what she tells me it is. I mean, you can see the pouch right there. It doesn't. I saw that. I thought kangaroo without even seeing the rest of that. But I guess you don't need to click on each tiny little thing. Okay. Join us this Thursday afternoon for soup and festivities. That's it? Okay. What was that? I'm sure I heard something just now. Ona? What? Come on, Iona. This isn't funny. I wish there was a pronunciation guide because I don't know. I look around, but I'm still the only one here. One of the displays looks like it's been knocked over though. That must be what I heard. But who would knock it over? I remember this one. Stella and I were looking at it yesterday. Iona said it was a fox pelt. I'm not an expert on foxes. I think maybe still say on foxes or anything, but I always thought they were way smaller than that. The display was all the way in the corner, but somehow the pelt ended up further up along the wall. That's weird. I go in for a closer look. All of a sudden, it jumps up. God damn it, didn't I say not to fucking go after something that got zombie minions? What's wrong with you? Its little glass eyes are wet and bright. They're bulging clean out of that flat, misshapen thing that used to be its head. It hisses and spits and then it's gone so fast that I hardly even believe it happened. That wasn't an animal. It was seriously just a skin, but it was alive. It looked right at me. Fucking get the freak out. I'm cold now, but I'm sweating. My heart is beating so quick that I'm afraid it might stop. We've been doing this for ages, and we've seen every crappy special effect there is. I can spot a fake a mile away. There wasn't anything fake about that, though. For once, I'm sure that was the real deal. A genuine paranormal event. So in that case, we might actually be in some trouble. Seriously, it figures that when something finally turns out to be real, it's the awful werewolfy corpse beast, and not like the jackalope. Of course, right? I didn't want to call the police before because we'd absolutely get arrested for trespassing. But if it's between going to jail for a night or two and getting eaten, I choose it. I choose jail. I'm so freaked out that I typed 911 into my phone 3 times before I remember that we aren't in America. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I stuck the actual emergency number into my bag before I left the hotel. With shaky hands, I reached for it, typed it in, and nothing. Isn't it like I've heard different things, and I don't know. Isn't it like 411 or something? That's the emergency in some other places. I know 411 here will just get you like a list of lawyers supposedly. I've never called it, so I don't know. It's the same the second time and the third. Maybe it's just my phone. Stella's locked up wherever she is, and so the last thing I want to do is scare her, but I have to try something else. Hey Stella, is your phone working? Well, yeah, I'm texting you. Can you call me real quick? I told you I don't want to make noise. I'm not going to talk, I just want to see something. Well, that worked. I hear something shift behind me when my phone starts ringing, but by the time I turn around, whatever it was is already gone. Dude, if they make it out of this, I will be so surprised. Like, this will be the most surprising game that I've played, like, probably so far this year. I actually don't think I've played too many new games so far this year. But whatever. Yeah. Okay, I missed that, but it said okay. Maybe she was right about not making noise. I think. Yeah, okay, now call your mom. Why? I'll tell you in a sec. Static. The call keeps failing. I was afraid of that. I think the house is blocking the signal. Creepy. We should be recording. Did you bring the stuff? No. She just came to get you and like to get out, and that was it. And forgot it. Boo. How's the dagger thing? I put it on the clock. I told you not to touch it. We are investigators. And then she was high. Yeah, well, I feel like this town doesn't have an exorcist. Exorcism doesn't look that hard. You could Google it. Did you find the master key yet? Just got here, still looking. By the way, just in case, what happens if you get bit by a Vicarwissen peltling? You turn into a Vicarwissen obs. That doesn't sound okay. Did you see something? I was really hoping that you wouldn't ask me that. I don't want to lie, but you didn't you? Don't know yet. Maybe. Are you still hearing stuff? Sometimes. I locked the attic door though. Whatever's up there can't come down. Good. On my way. Or I will be once I calm down. Because I'm pretty sure this is a gift shop. I don't actually want to come in here anymore. So we can leave. It's such a small museum and it's kind of weird to me that they'd even have one. But then that's nowhere near the weirdest thing about this place. I mean, it's a pretty kind of the small-ish museum nearby, and it's got a gift shop too. So I'm not too surprised by that. The hallway to the lobby. I don't think she really cares about tea right now, but the box says it's good for stress. Awesome, I'll take 12. So I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, let's see. Can you not go back? Oh, maybe we should start keeping track of this stuff. I'll just take a picture and send it to Stella. There. To me, the mere idea that a hunter as accomplished as Miss Lundgren would be so careless as to let herself be mauled to death is completely preposterous. Consider the oddity of that, alongside Catherine Lundgren's baffling decision to have her wife burned against the wishes of her family, and you will begin to see my point. The whole thing reeks of fraudulence. And yet, if the rumors are true, and Miss Lundgren did indeed survive the attack, that's widely believed to have killed her. Why was no one told? You would think such an auspicious event would be cause for celebration. Unless she turned into a Vicarwissen. I don't want to go to the cellars, so nothing else. Nope. Let's go back. Let's leave. It reeks in here. It's a foul, coppery smell, like a garbage chute at a slaughterhouse. The farther I get into the room, the worse it is. I pull my shirt up over my nose and mouth to try and block it out, but it's persistent. Where's it even coming from? For real? Okay, nope, we can leave. Nope. I would have said that this room wasn't on the original floor plan. It was added on later when the community decided to make this place into a museum. Now it's supposed to be a tannery. During the day, they run workshops and stuff, but from what I can tell, they lock all of the knives and assaults up at night. That's a shame. I would really love to get my hands on a knife right about now. Okay, but do you not? Nope, we can leave though. Okay, that's definitely getting louder. I don't know where it's coming from. I regret my decisions. I regret them. I turn around. Oh my god, it's coming from everywhere. Never mind, you screwed. I'm sorry, I think I just killed her. If I'm going to look around, I better make it quick. Nope. How do you go back? There's no... Okay, Bunwall Ledger, 1937. A preliminary inspection of the Lundgren Mansion Museum has turned up several oddities. The first of these is a collection of exotic pets that have been stored quite haphazardly in the couple's attic. Their odd characteristics and massive size have on-site experts baffled. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't touch that one? Maybe. Until way. It's customary to honor any creature that you killed by offering things for its sacrifice. If you do not, you risk aggravating the spirit, which will follow you on future hunts. In more extreme cases, they will come to live with you in your house, where they feed on you until you have paid them their proper respects. This must be one of those weird pets that the article talked about. Looks like a cat mixed with a rabbit, maybe? Hard to say. It's stuck to the wall pretty firmly. It probably wouldn't hurt to get a little bit. No. On second thought, I don't think I will. That's a recipe for disaster. The fuck would you do that after something already jumped at you? Like, and there are display cases everywhere. Can we turn around? And I think this was Lundgren's trophy room. Who knew that she gave out trophies for hunting? There's other stuff too. Pelts, mostly, and some taxidermy. Given what I've been seeing, I have to wonder how much of it's still alive. Something's definitely pawing at its display case near where I'm standing. Part of me is curious. The other part knows that I'll regret looking. Shrieking pellet. To the tannery, to the lounge. I don't know where we're going, man. I wonder how long this is. I don't remember if it said. It's been so long since I've actually been to the game page. Okay, that pelt in the case starts to shriek the second it sees me. I really wish it wouldn't. It's not making a lot of noise, but I'm kind of on edge as it is, and I'm not risk drawing attention to myself. Those tapestries look like they'd be easy to take down. Maybe I could cover the case. Cover the case? I grab onto one of the tapestries and pull it off the wall. As I'm trying to drape it over the case, the pelt inside suddenly jerks and I pull it back. We should have saved before that decision. It's too late to stop the whole case from falling over. It shatters. The pelt comes rushing out at me. It grabs onto my leg and pulls it out from under me when I try to kick it away. Then it goes for my throat. So you can die in this game. Good to know. Good to know. And it takes you, well, I was actually almost out of time anyway. So if you guys want to see more of this game, let me know in the comments and I will record another part. Probably on Monday. It's Friday when I'm recording this. But I'll, yeah, it'll go Monday. So I'll probably won't be able to do it till then. I won't be able to do it until like Monday or Tuesday. But let me know if you want to see it, if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.